Pretty people, okay, so this is my first makeup video in so long. I have a new camera, I have the new backdrop, which people would have seen me build in the last video. I have a new ring light, I have a new microphone. I'm so excited. So anyway, today I am going to be doing a little Tarte unboxing, covering up my address and things. I'm sure somebody would try and zoom in. So a while ago, Tarte had this thing where you could get a kit for $99. So that is what I did. And it came the other day. Unfortunately, there have been some issues in deliveries. My housemate and I ordered ours on the same, like half an hour apart, and hers hasn't come yet. So I'm doing mine. I was actually waiting for my stand to come for my light. But because of Victoria's lockdown, I hope everyone's safe, by the way. Because of Victoria's lockdowns and things like that, deliveries have been delayed. So I am so excited. Also in this video, I'm not only going to be doing these products, I'm going to be doing a few other first impressions and some different techniques that I've been using of late. So it says, share how you rethink natural. And then it says here, be your own kind of beautiful, which I think is lovely. I've never actually tried a Tarte product before. Okay. And the box is nicely lined. Ooh, we got goodies. Okay, so we have this tassel bag. I don't know if you can see with the lighting. It's actually quite nice, large bag. I'll put that in there because I don't really have much use for it right now. I have the Skin Gloss Illuminator. I have the Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 Mascara. The Lip Sculptor lipstick and lip gloss in the shade Harlequin. Of course I'd go for a red. The Baba Bomb with moisturize. Oh, that's a moisturizer. Infused with Babasu avocado green tea and plant collagen. A bit of collagen would be nice. I have the Chrome Paint Shadow Pot in the shade Steal the Show. So it's like this nice blue colour. I think I know what kind of look I'm going to go for. And this is the Clay Stick Foundation. So, all that for $99, which I think is a steal. Steal the Show. A steal. Drink coffee because coffee is important. So my first impression is actually a Flower Beauty. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use this moisturizer first. I do have a moisturizer I really quite like. A day cream. The packaging is nice. I like that. And it's one of, okay, so it's one of these. Ooh. You pump the product. Do you unlock it at all, or? Okay, I can hear. Oh, there we go. Doesn't really smell, which is good because I don't like heavily fragrant. I don't like heavily fragrant things at all. Okay. My hands are freezing. Because it's the dead of winter here. Adelaide winters are like British weather in general. Ooh. That's nice. It's good. Okay, so primer. I have been wanting to try this is from Flower Beauty. I bought another one of these in my kit. This is the hydrating primer, and I want to try this one. This is the perfecting primer. Because they're only like, I think they're only $10 each, which is, in Australian prices, everything is so expensive. There's just a high cup, and I think it's because of the import tax, but my nose is running, excuse me. Sticky tape.
One eternity later.
Found it. Okay, so now that I finally got that open, this is Drew Barrymore's line. Okay, so like a gel consistency. I like this. Oh, I'm liking this camera. It was my birthday present. It's nice consistency, does the job. I could use a few brow strands. Okay, so I'm going to use the Classic foundation. I got the shade Fair Light Neutral. I like to use a neutral foundation and then sort of warm it up. I'm going to do that. It's quite a fair thing to do. You should do one side a sponge, one side a brush. I use the Zoeva 104 buffer brush, which has been my favourite for years. And this is just a Beauty Blender dupe from Kmart. It's just a $2.75 Beauty Blender dupe. I've never really been a massive fan of stick foundations, but I am slowly getting into more fuller coverage foundations. The colour seems alright. Okay, let's see.
Like a bird on a tree.
I don't think it's as full coverage as I was expecting.
I got time.
Oh, that's cool. It's got like a wooden, looks like when you cut open a tree, like a tree trunk.
The world seems small. We can sit together.
So far I'm not super excited by, you know what, I might just do the parts that require the coverage.
We meant to be in the great outdoors.
Okay, so for a stick foundation, I was expecting much more coverage. But the colour, I thought the colour match was nice. I'm so happy that some brands have a like neutral or yellow green or red as their undertones, and that they're writing their undertones or like labeling their undertones, because it makes buying online so much easier. Buying a foundation online is so much easier. But even in a time like COVID, where places that are more open, you're allowed to go out and leave the house. Thankfully South Australia are, because we haven't had a case in quite some time. Even in shops where you can't get a tester, which is pretty much everywhere at the moment, you want to read an undertone and say, okay, so I'm light or neutral, light or fair or whatever, but the neutral tone, or some might be a little bit pink. I'm very pink in the face, so I like to be neutral, and then I like to bronze up, and then even into the darker skin tone. Some people might be more on the yellow side, or some people might be on the red side, so they might have those undertones. It's just, I think for me, it's just really important, and it also helps me as a makeup artist to help match the client better. Okay, so for concealer, I don't have a concealer from this set. I'm going to use my go-to. This is Light Peach. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, 6 in Hour Camo Concealer. They just came just after I bought a bunch of colours for my kit. There's a few in between, I promise. Bought a whole heap of colours for my kit. There was a hydrating one that they just came out with. Thanks, e.l.f. I mean, I do love you. Okay, so this is my colour in, this is what I like to use, Light Peach. So I'm going to stick a little bit on the back of my hand because I do use this on clients. And I'm going to use my sponge, put that underneath my eyes. And I'm going to put it over my eyelids. I know that makeup artists like Robert Welsh hate the eyelid concealer, but I put another primer over the top of it. This is just so it's more of a neutral base. And like I do understand why, because they have the oils come through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take rich chocolate and I'm going to use this as a bronzer. It's sort of all over bronzer, and you only need the tiniest bit because a little bit goes a long way. I like to put it around, you got the perimeter of the face and then like the normal bronzing sections.
Forever free.
And blend it up into the concealer, because otherwise it looks like I've had some sunglasses tan. Alright, so I'm going to go in, this is also from e.l.f. This is their pigment primer, and I like to put this over my concealer, over my lid concealer, and then I'll set that, I'll set above the crease. Need the smallest amount because a little bit goes a long way. Okay, so I am going to use my current powder. This is Rimmel Match Perfection. I bought another one for my kit. What a nice new one for my kit. This is mine. The crappy one's mine. Okay, so I am, actually I'm gonna put it underneath. It's more, not so much the baking, it's more so that it catches the fallout of any shadow that I put on. Then I set above the crease until it's smooth. Some people don't like doing this because they find the shadows not pigmented enough, but I think a good blend is really important for me in makeup, in coffee. Alright, so I am going, because it's nothing new, I'm gonna have a look at that eyeshadow and then decide my next steps. Okay, so it looks like this. The packaging is lovely. Oh, hello. Oh, that is nice. Well done. You guys, I'm impressed. Like, okay, so I think I am going to do like a medium smoky eye with this down the center, sort of as a little something something. I can't go too blue because I have a red lipstick, and it just reminded me of one of my dance concerts from when I was a kid. So I like to use the Morphe 35W palette. The only thing I wish they'd do is, instead of having the plastic sheets, which I keep in there because I like to know the names, I wish they'd write the shades underneath the actual shadows themselves, underneath the pans. I've had a lash lift about 4 weeks ago and they're still perfectly intact. Okay, I look like Sweeney Todd right now. I haven't bronzed up enough with that initial bronzer. Okay, so I'm gonna put that blue in my, just as a pop. It's nice. It'll look really good if you put like a blue eyeshadow down first. I'm actually going to go in with, I'm going to even go in further, darker. Turn this into like a proper dark smoky eye. You know what, I'm going to put a little bit. Okay, so I look a bit ridiculous. I'm going to line my waterline. I always like to smoke out my waterline. I look ridiculous right now. I might go in with a brush such as this. Like, there's actually a lip brush. I think the reason I look so crazy is because I'm still pale. It looks better in my mirror than it, and I think the black background doesn't help. But I like the black background, I'm not changing it. Using that shadow to line it. It is looking a bit wild, I'll freely admit that. Okay, so I like to use the Revolution palette. It's a bit scratchy, but that's just another thing with the bronzer, is that it looks fine in real life, but you have to sort of amp it up for the camera. Okay, I look a little bit less ghostly now, using the contour shade. Oh, that stands out on camera. Taking this brush. These white-handed ones are from a Morphe travel kit from years ago. Some people love to do the in through here. I don't. I like to like elongate my, just fade it up because I like to elongate my nose just a little bit more. Oh, I'm looking a bit more human. Less like Sweeney Todd. Okay. This is the Skin Gloss Illuminator. Oh, you know what I should do? Is in here, I should put just a little bit of glitter. Just to sort of finish it off. Oh, that looks so much better. Much more polish. I think the inner corner always polishes a look. Oh, that's nice. Skin Gloss Illuminator from, is there a shade name? Sorry, Illuminator. I don't think there's a shade name. Oh, okay, so it's like a jelly. Oh, I can see that on camera. Not so much on, like, in real life, but okay, I'm not a huge fan of, it's alright. I was expecting it to kind of be like a cream highlight. What I might do is I'm going to go over, that does look nice. I think it'll look better for photography and it'll wear better for photography rather than like every day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with the, I actually like these highlight shades from this bronzer palette. So I'm going to use those over the top and this will be like a nice base for that. Okay. I'm seeing now, as I'm putting the highlight over the highlight, is that it is showing up. Obviously, highlight does tend to show up pores, but I think it's playing with the texture a little bit. So I think I might just reserve that for, I mean, it's nice, like I don't hate it. I might just go over that with my, I don't really like product on the apples and cheeks themselves. I'm just gonna put a bit of highlight. I don't like it on the bridge of, I don't like it on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna put it on my cupid's bow. This is a Lights, Camera, Lashes 4-in-1 mascara. Oh, I like the packaging. It's almost like a packet rather than a tube. The one's nice, standard. Is it plastic or fibre? It's fibre. I'll take a bottom lashes first. Okay, people have started doing the blinking thing recently and thought that terrified me, but now I can see that it actually does work. And because I've had my lashes curled, I've actually been wearing false lashes a lot less. It's alright. I'm not wowed by this mascara. My favourite mascara lately has 100% been the Essence Volume Stylist. This stuff is good. The OG YouTube thing with the hand in the back. You know what? Those lashes don't look shit. I hated the eyes for so long. There's no precision to them whatsoever. But I like, they're sort of grungy and I'm kind of liking it. It just took, I think until I bronzed my face, I just looked dead. It looked so bad, but I finally fixed it. I'm not loving the highlight. I think it's the only thing so far that I haven't liked. And it may be partly because I put powder highlight over the top. And I do think it could work, but it's better for, because it's a jelly consistency, so put it on anything and it's gonna break down throughout the day anyway, so it's best for photography rather than daily wear. So I have a new lip liner that I've been looking forward to trying, and it's from Maybelline. It's the Colour Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade Brick Red. That was easy. I just found the footage, you know how they put their a little bit of some sort of joke before the actual video starts. I think I just found the footage. Okay, I've got a little bit of highlight on my lips. Oh, I like that. It's a nice smooth texture. Now colour in. Which upsets me because they always come in like a nice, perfect, fine tip. So, rub together where you can. Use less product. This is a nice pigmented crown. Blends nicely. Good job. I don't hate the smoky eye with the red lip. Oh, and you know what, speaking of which, it does come with a sharpener, so we're good. Usually I wouldn't normally wear red lips with an eye so dark, but anywho. The packaging is really nice in these. So basically this is, okay, let me work this out. This is a lipstick. I don't usually love, doesn't have a smell. And there's a lip gloss in this side. Oh, and it's like a gloopy one. I love gloopy glosses. Oh, it's a nice brick colour. I'm getting a bit of a, I don't know, like a late 80s, early 90s vibe from this. Like a Bond girl. I've always had, I don't know if you can see it, this sort of redness and texture above my lips. So the gloss has got pigment to it. I don't want to put this on too much because of, it was kind of, that's kind of stringy. And there's not a lot to it. It's alright. The lipstick's nice. I might use a lipstick more than I'll use the gloss though. So that, pretty people, is my finished look. I did a Tarte first impression. I'd never used Tarte before. I did a few other first impressions and I showed some techniques which I haven't done much on camera, but I have done in the last few months and what's worked for me, including the bronzer with the concealer. And usually that's good for day, but obviously it didn't show up enough on camera, or probably I didn't use enough dark concealer to do so. With that being said, I am going to head off. I love you all. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Comment below, let me know what you think. Please share, all that good stuff. Stay safe. Donate if you can. Sign petitions, all that good stuff. Wear a mask if you're in an area that requires mask wearing. Please wear a mask. Thankfully SA are in a safe zone right now, so yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna head off. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day and stay classy, kids.
Several bad puns later.
So I like to think that showering in the hottest shower possible, because I love a good hot shower with a full face of makeup, counts as a wear test. This is the makeup I just did for my latest video, a Tarte first impression. I see no damage. I'm really happy with that actually. I didn't even spray my face.